So hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Kesia. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back, my babes. I hope you guys are all doing well. I want to thank you all for clicking on my video. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, please, I'm begging you. Yes, I'm begging you. And I don't beg. Please subscribe to my channel. I would very much appreciate it. And I thank you for being here. If I've said that already, but yeah. So this video is, I'm a little scatterbrained as far as, you know, what I really want to say, but I don't want to draw this video out. It's really just to check in. Y'all know the last video I posted, I was, oh, and by the way, I just got off, but I haven't gotten off my job, but I'm off. But as I was saying, it's just a check-in video. Y'all know the last video I posted, I was talking about, I was very emotional and upset about the fact that my baby did not make it. If you've been rocking with me, you guys know I had just found out I was pregnant not too long ago. And I went for my first ultrasound this week. And on my first ultrasound, I found out that my baby didn't have a heartbeat. Apparently, from what they're telling me, she had, I say she, wow, I don't know what my babe was, but I wanted a boy. So, but from what they're telling me, the baby stopped growing at 7 weeks 5 days. There was just a lot of indecisive with myself. Is my skin is so dry, y'all, look at it, I'm stressing. But there was just so much indecisiveness as far as I didn't know exactly how far along I was. My youngest child is 8 years old, and I just really haven't had to keep up with my period like that. And my period is very funny anyway. I might have one at the beginning of the month and then one at the end of the month. Some of them are heavier than others. Like, my cycle is just very unorganized and all over the place. I really think, even though it's supposed to be on the same cycle, I really think it just boils down to how I'm feeling and what my body is going through. I think there are certain things that trigger me to have a cycle earlier, and some things that may trigger me to have a cycle later. I don't really know how that works, but it's not consistent, I will say that. So there was a lot of confusion on my behalf as far as to how far I was. I was thinking initially that I was pretty far, because I couldn't remember if I had a menstrual June. So I was like, June, July, August, I gotta be about 3 months. But I was talking to my husband and even speaking with my mom, and they were kind of letting me know, like, yeah, I remember you doing some complaining about how hot it was and how you were feeling and how you weren't in the mood because, you know, your period was on in June. They both said that. So since they do have recollection, not really, and I'm really not sure, I gave it that. So I'm like, okay, well, June. So that would have been about the middle of June. You have the middle of July, the middle of August. That's 8 weeks. And then we're now at September 1st. Which my appointment, I think, for the middle of August, and then add on about 2 more weeks, that would have put me at about 10 weeks. So if all of that is accurate, because if y'all been watching, y'all know it's been very confusing. Y'all know I've been back and forth. This week, that week, I'm this week. It's been a mess. But nevertheless, I was, was still super excited. It's just that the baby was unplanned, and I got pregnant on some while I still was on birth control, but it was the Nexplanon, so it was inserted, and it just needs to be taken out. I put a lot of details as far as, what the doctor said about the birth control and how it didn't have anything to do with the baby, or it didn't affect, me having a miscarriage at all. So I talked about that in the last video a little bit, but she did reassure that it wasn't a birth control, so I was glad to hear that. But yeah, like I said, it was just a lot of confusion about it. So if in fact that was 7 weeks and 5 days, and then I was approximately about 10 weeks, I guess it would have been about 2 to 2.5 weeks now that I've been carrying a fetus around that isn't living. So I explained that there were different options, including a DNC, that I could do to help the baby pass through, so that, the baby's just not sitting there just rotting in my system, to be quite honest about it. But you can check that video out. It's a little bit emotional. It's trigger warning if you've ever experienced anything like this. But I really just came by to tell y'all that mentally I'm doing a lot better. There's still some people that don't know. I still have people saying, oh, I just found out you were pregnant, and then I have to tell them that I am not any longer. But I'm feeling okay now. I'm supposed to go back in 2 weeks for my ultrasound just to get a update to see what is going on and all of that good stuff. I still haven't 100% decided, me and my husband, if we're going to try, like on purpose this time, try to do it again. But it is definitely in question. It's definitely a thought. So that's one thing. But y'all, really though, it's just one of those things where I want to tell anybody, any lady that has experienced this, that, you know, your feelings are definitely valid. To feel sad, to feel upset, to feel grief for a person, a little baby that you've never met, that you've never held. You know, at first, being young, you know, hearing about things like that, I would kind of, I mean, of course I understood the fact that you're expecting something and there's disappointment. But, you know, it's just like, dang, you know, they're really upset about a baby they never met or held. But I definitely get it. And that, I was so young and dumb then, talking like that. But it's definitely something that you have to experience, because to know how it feels. Because, you know, people have said, well, you're young, you can have another baby, you can try again. And I definitely know that I can. But it's not like we're replacing a kid. It's not like, oh, you drop that piece of candy on the floor, you can just get another one. It's not going to be the same piece of candy. Just like when I try again, if we do, it won't be the same kid. So this kid's life was definitely valid because it was on the way, I suppose. But I also feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I believe in destinies, and I believe in manifestations, and I believe in things happening for a reason. So for whatever reason this happened, I'm just gonna have to be okay with that and push forward. So I'm feeling y'all pretty good. I'm getting back to myself, but I am a little bit afraid right now, because I could, for one, have a miscarriage at any point, or just nervous about the fact that when I go back in 2 weeks, that I have to definitely make a decision by then, because it's not something to play with or take out a lot of time figuring out. But yeah, I just really wanted to come by and check in with y'all. I'm getting ready to go home and help the kids with homework, and, you know, get our day situated, because we're at the end. This is our first week back to school, so it's been very chaotic in my house, and we really have to catch up on some late work. If y'all have not seen the Real Savage Family channel, go check it out. We don't have a lot of videos, but there are some coming. I think we're going to either do, we've done some pranks, some reaction videos, not reaction videos, review videos. It's been kind of fun with the kids and the hubby, but I'm going to try change up the content over there a little bit. I'm going to put it down below. Y'all can check that out. But I'm getting ready to let you guys go. I hope you all are doing well, and just know that anything that you're going through, somebody is definitely having it worse. Doesn't mean it'll make you feel better, but it can help you appreciate the fact that you're not where they are, and that we all go through things, no matter who we are, no matter how pretty, how ugly, how rich, how poor, you know, white, black, or whatever the case may be. We all are going to go through shit, because that's what we're down here to do, is to be tested and to, you know, have an experience of life here on earth. That's what I think. So I love you guys, and until next time, y'all already know what to do. Peace.